Alright guys, so here we are, me and Jeff, getting dirty, getting real nitty. Whoa, Jeff, we were just talking about nails in the foot. That one would literally,
that's a corn poke.
That would literally make you have to put a band-aid on and keep working for the rest of the day.
Might scrape a corn off in the meantime.
You think that puppy'd scrape a corn off? Oh, don't step on it now. So yeah, we're here, we're in the midst, we're cleaning this thing up. When I first looked at this tree, it had another big lead off of the back. And I showed up and I thought, whoa, this looks a little different. And sure enough, another big lead broke off.
Here, I thought these sheds would just hold up to anything. Look at them, they're just a piece of garbage.
These things splintered up pretty bad too.
Wow. Oh yeah, I just put this up like 6 months ago.
How do you feel about telling us what happened exactly?
How do I feel?
So how did it all start?
A crack and a boom is what it started.
A crack and a boom. Yeah, and you guys were in the house.
My wife was in the house. I was out of cell signal, so she'd been trying to get a hold of me, and she could just hear a crack, and then the house rumbled. Came across the backside of the house, and we thought we were okay after that. And then a couple days later, another big section of the oak tree came
2 days
down.
later?
Friday. So it was at 4 days later.
Yeah, 4 days later, the other big lead broke off. And that is what brought us to this side of the fence. Before, this wasn't actually open. And we'll see how much we can do from this side. Right now, Jeff's doing a really good job. I know that much.
Jeff, watch out for splinters.
Oh yeah. Like that one?
I know. I know. Some of those things, there's a couple big nails too.
We'll get it out there.
There's a couple big nails too.
I can get rid of this thing, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
probably.
there since probably the 1950s.
Right? Geez, good thing you do push-ups every night. He really does too. Yeah. All right, Jeff, just keep on working. We'll touch base with you here soon.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? We have kind of an interesting job today if you like tree work, if you're interested in that sort of thing. If you're not, it's gonna be really boring and you won't wanna see this. I don't know what we're gonna do. Damien looked at the job. It's a storm job. Although there was no storm, it's just a big section of tree broke off. And he's gone there to get started cleaning it up, and we don't know how we're gonna get rid of the rest of it, because we're gonna for sure cut the whole tree down, but we don't know the method yet. And so that's what I'm about to go find out here. I'll just pop down there really quick on the bike and then come back and get whatever tools I need. Those guys are already there. See you there. It's looking really craney to me. Oh, they got some destruction.
Hey guys, it's coming along. We've gotten through the gate a little bit here. Still moving a few things. Being careful with some things. Being respectful of all the stuff here. Keep intact. I'm gonna come in here and probably start working on grabbing this log that's going across. August probably explained to you, but this whole thing's coming out. When I made this job, this whole branch is coming out this way. The first one had already broken off. It was coming that way. It landed on the house and kind of rolled off. Broke all this stuff up. So anyways, I'm gonna grab onto this and I'll have Jeff make a cut. Just make it so I can still get a good grab on the residual stuff. Okay. It looks like there's a big crotch right there, so our next one will probably be cut at the crotch. Okay. Here, let's watch this. Okay, you guys, August is back. And this is what he looks like.
Howdy.
Everybody's been waiting for this moment.
Damien was here looking at this. There was a giant limb and it was all the way down and across the whole yard and on top of the house. And then when he came back, another one had fell off. They call it sudden oak limb failure. It's kind of one of those things where they give it a real obvious name and then pride themselves on giving it a name, when really it's just the tree getting too big for its britches and pruning itself.
So we got Jeff back here with his sheet metal cutter. You want to say what's up to YouTube?
What's up, dogs?
Yeah, this is Max, Jake's friend. He's helping us out today. What do you think about it so far?
Fun, man.
Not too bad.
No.
A little bit cleanup, you know.
What's better than playing with cool machinery and chainsaws?
I know. It's like we used to do all that by hand, all the wood, everything. Yeah. Cut it into firewood and have a trailer right here and put it in by hand.
Yeah.
But now you just grab it and go, you know. Yeah, we're gonna get August set up on the crane for that stuff there. We'll probably just keep going with this stuff a little bit. I'll come back and chip those in a sec. Just want to make sure August has got everything he needs. Yeah, maybe come help us get set up.
Hey, I'm August.
Maxwell, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Who's going up?
Who's
All
the
right.
best at mind reading?
All right.
Ready?
I already know what's going on right here, right?
You want to do 2 out of 3?
No, go ahead.
You're so nice, Damien. So it's kind of fitting that Damien is going to borrow my harness since he won rock, paper, scissors. And turns out he was competing to climb and he hadn't even brought his climbing gear.
Can I defend myself?
Nope. It'll just sound lame.
I know. I know.
Are you going to wear my old school spurs?
Yeah. If I gaff out once, I'm coming down.
Okay.
I probably don't need it.
Where'd you work before, Max?
Robco.
You look awful familiar.
I feel like you look familiar too. Maybe we were doing a job and we called you in to help with some trees, or
Robco?
yeah. You ever work?
Did you do deliveries?
No. I worked in the rock pit for 5 years.
You Mike Brown?
No.
No?
Oh wait, do I know him?
Yeah, do you know
Oh
Mike?
yeah, I love Mike.
Yeah, I fought fire with him.
Yeah,
Worked at Back Forestry.
me and him still stay in pretty good contact.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah. Mostly just go
We
fishing.
used to call him Stand Around Brown.
That's what we called him. That's funny.
You couldn't shake the name.
Yeah, you moved to a whole different profession and you have the same thing.
You got a uni? What do you got?
Nah, it's on my harness, but I have.
So we want our first pick to be this.
A little orange stretchy
Problem
thing
is,
right there on the back.
like, we have the capacity for it, but I don't have the room over here to set it down. So we might have to take half of it just because we only got that much room to set it down. It's not always about what you can lift, but what you can do with it after you lift it. Looking right into the sun is not fun for the crane dude. This is a big limb. What we do is we usually hook the further one out and then we put a little tension on it and it kind of sucks up some of the droop that's going to be on the thing when it comes off. And then we hook the back one because you don't want the back one tighter than the one on the tip, otherwise the butt flies in your face because of the exertion of the crane when it comes off. The way this monster has been pruning itself, I would expect the next thing to slough off would be this limb. Just defying gravity laterally for so long that just can't bear it eventually. Big acorn crop this year and new green limbs and sucking up water.
right, guys, before I was on the ground, now you gotta catch me in the tree. How about that? We just got that pick out down there. That's the first one we did. Now I'll probably go out and either cut this branch off or go up and take this pick down to either here and leave that branch that goes way down there, or I'll take this and that down to here somewhere, and then we'll have that branch and a log. Just depends on what he tells me we're good for, right? And then we'll go from there. So alright, guys, I wanted to take this whole thing, but there's two sides. This thing could invert on me, or at least balance out, but our drop zone's really small down there and we can't really use the whole thing. It looks like there's a lot, but it only goes out as far as those two alternamats there, really. Actually, it doesn't even go the whole way of that. So I'm just gonna cut this off for the sake of getting it out and getting it set down quick, and then we'll do this one probably with some wood down to here. So I'm just gonna one pass it and just keep it simple. I kind of calculated it out of it. That was really smooth. Yeah, see, YouTube, it's not huge, but it starts looking big when you look at where it needs to be set. So going towards you. Okay, yeah, do that. See, just gonna one pass it. Force it out of there. Yeah, it looks bigger now that it's moving. Kind of want to take this whole thing all the way down to this branch just below me. And then we can just hook that branch up with a good log, you know? Backside cut of the beat. Trust me, I know. Part of me wanted to take that to oblivion until I got one. You got one dead one on the back. He's doing. There's this one big dead one out the lowest branch, August. That thing could break off if it hooks too much somewhere. Yeah, you could probably boom up or whatever you want. Yeah, I don't think you can hurt anything now. It's just that one down there. It's got like a weird section, like it's tried to peel off before, you know. Hey Jeff, can I get my water? Oh, he looked at his phone when I did that.
Total use of this space.
Take a step down. I was like barely not coming through. Like, yeah, it had enough leverage and strength, can openering to kind of, yeah, maybe give it a little bit and see if it's acting good. You know, we're gonna have to quit doing them that smooth. When they look this wonky, we can't have them that smooth. We gotta like, we gotta give the, ah! Yeah, there it is. gotta give the neighbors a show at some point. Too boring looking.
Right there. Yeah, like this is not the first time.
Okay, how much you thinking? How much you want?
Like it might even have enveloped the fence. It's really. Yes, it did. It enveloped the fence. So we have to cut it above that. So that means somewhere in here.
Go ahead and start cabling up a little bit, August. Sorry, YouTube, we're waiting on August. I think he's checking his Instagram to see what you guys
He's
said
droning.
about this job.
He's droning.
Oh, he's droning.
So because of that drone, I have a remote camera.
Sorry, he's not checking his Instagram, trying to get back to you guys. He's trying to make sure to get all the prime footage so that you guys have something to watch on your day off. It's looking good, you're taking it. Keep going. You're off the ground. Okay. I guess go ahead and just feel it out. See how it feels. Huh? He's using the drone so that he can see what's going on back here.
Oh yeah, I get it. Sick. We might run out of winch line to clear the house.
Everything looks good so far. I think you kind of need to keep coming straight up with it.
You won't hear a sound coming from me
down. They wanted to mill it. Before we even cut it, I told them there'll be blue stain in there, there'll be metal in there. And later they were like, we changed our mind. Boy, these are some big growth rings. There's 10 years. Actually, that's about 10. 10 years. So many people get on YouTube and tell me, that tree was probably there when they put the town in and you're cutting it down. They don't know.
Yeah.
What I mean by this is caused by bad pruning is the tree will prune itself if it's allowed to just grow out an indefinite or a long period of time when getting adequate water and nutrients and light and getting what it needs, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing, especially a black oak like this, then it'll eventually prune itself. In other words, it'll get so big that it can't support its own weight and a big piece of it falls off. With people too, I think, if they grow too fast, if, like, for example, they got a young person with not a lot of sense got all their money handed to them, then they wouldn't have enough sort of moral fiber or, you know, work ethic identity to make that into a good thing. They would just grow too fast and they'd become weak, because when the storms come or when the new growth comes or the rain or the snow and you haven't been pruned, you haven't been strengthened up to work within your boundaries, then what happens is you break. So that's what happened with this tree. It pruned itself, and it was a bit of neglect, really, because it's kind of like a large pet. This tree, it's like a Great Dane. You have a Great Dane and you live in a townhouse or a small apartment upstairs. You take the elevator. If you got a tiny apartment to get to your Great Dane and you go to work during the day and you're busy, well, that Great Dane's going to trash the place because he needs outside time. You got to take care of him. You got to put the time in. just like with that tree. It's a Great Dane. It's a big tree. If you don't put the time in taking care of that thing, giving it some pruning, then it'll come back and haunt you. It'll fall one day and you'll say, just fell out of the blue. It's an act of God, they'll say. Insurance company calls it an act of God, but it's not. It's quite easily forecast. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.